alone. They do not represent the views or opinions of Valley News Live, our parent company, or our advertisers.
Welcome back to 630 Point of View. We are working on finding somebody from the 24/7 Healthcare Exchange hotline. I believe we have a woman by the name of Silencia with us. Silencia, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can. This is Valencia McKee. And, Chris, what you wanted me to do, I'm not able to do that at this time. I would have to transfer you to a different department.
So
what you're wanting to know, they would respond to you within 24 to 48 hours.
So if I wanted to sign up tonight, you would have to send me to another department and they would just get back to me?
No, if you wanted to sign up, yes.
So I can sign up via the phone with you right now?
Yes, but do I have an audience?
Yeah, you're live on TV. I thought Ashley told you that you were live on TV, so I'm just trying to make it. Because we're trying to make it, hey, is this an easy process or not? And so if you're telling me, hey, I can call you and get through to you right away and sign up right over the airwaves, then that's great.
One moment.
We seem to keep getting put on hold. Ashley, let me know if Silencia comes back to us. With us right now, the owner of SayAnythingBlog.com. Rob, I don't know if you saw the opening segment or not, but I just want to get your thoughts on what we're seeing so far with the Affordable Health Care Act. I know a lot of people, and you heard President Obama today go, hey, iPhone had a glitch. They didn't go and just stop making iPhones. Well, they've had 3 years to work out these kinks, and to see the mess that we've had this day, for me personally, doesn't give me a lot of confidence. You say?
I tend to agree. I think we were told that this was going to be an experience like Travelocity or Orbitz or something like that, where you're going to go online and be able to compare different plans and be able to purchase something and have it be a very smooth experience. I think not only is that proving not to be true, at least so far, and I'm not even sure it's going to be all that pleasant an experience when they get all the kinks worked out and the websites are operating. If it's anything like filing your taxes or what have you. I mean, listen, I can file my taxes online too. It's still not a very easy process. So I don't expect that it's ever going to be as simple a process as perhaps that maybe we've been told. The other issue is that it's not going to be affordable. Here in North Dakota, according to one measure that I saw in Forbes magazine by Avik Roy, was the cheapest insurance rate that's going to be available through the health insurance exchange in the state of North Dakota is going to be 163% higher than the cheapest insurance rate currently available now for somebody who's single and 27 years old. I mean, you're talking about one of the cheapest people it is to insure, somebody who's healthy, non-smoker, single, no dependents, 27 years old. They should be, and the price is going to go up 163%. My goodness, you know, I really don't think this law is going to fulfill a lot of the things that we were told. And also a lot of people like me, Chris. I'm self-employed. My family has a health insurance plan, and we are losing our health insurance policy because of this law. And eventually I'm going to have to sign up for insurance through this exchange. And I'm not looking forward to it.
You know, and look, to be fair, you always see different iterations, if you will, of like Microsoft software, Apple software. I get all that for the people out there. The thing that I am getting at tonight is, look, this is supposed to be a signature piece of policy from President Barack Obama. You know you're going to get hammered if you don't come out of the gate strong on this thing. To not have people in the government going out and working out the kinks. He did a great job in his software when it came to the campaign. Why not work out the kinks when it comes to actual health care for the people of America? If you remember back in the campaign, Mitt Romney's software crashed because they didn't work out all the bugs. These guys had backups in case of another Sandy storm. I mean, they went to the 9th, 10th degree to make sure their campaign software was going to work. But again, you look at this shutdown, which we're going to talk to in a moment, Rob, it just seems like us pesky taxpayers are at the bottom of the totem pole, bottom of the priority list.
Well, let's not give the Obama administration any ideas about plugging Obamacare into their campaign apparatus. But, you know, really, I think really what you're talking about, too, is the context that we're going into. We're in a situation right now where the federal government has been shut down. And it's been shut down because President Obama said he would not negotiate with House Republicans. And one of the things House Republicans wanted was a one-year delay in the Obamacare law because they felt it wasn't ready for prime time yet. President Obama specifically rejected that. So when you contrast that rejection of a one-year delay with all the troubles people are having with the websites and everything else today, you really got to wonder, even if you like Obamacare, maybe we could have delayed this for another year and make sure it was executed right from day one.
Rob, I want to challenge you, though, on the notion of, hey, it's the Democrats or President Barack Obama's fault that we're not getting the government to stay open. If you think back, you and I both hammered the Democrats for a while because they would not bring a budget resolution to the floor. They ended up doing the sequester situation. And I want to share with you a soundbite here in a moment where Mitch McConnell was asking for a budget resolution. Now, the head of the Senate Budget Committee, who is a Democrat, is going to bring a budget resolution to the floor, and he continues to say, no, I don't want to see that hit the floor. Let's play this clip, and I want to get your thoughts on it.
Before that, I was probably best known, at least in some quarters, for an ad that I ran in my first Senate campaign. It featured a pack of bloodhounds running around looking for my opponent. Well, I can't help but think back on that ad when it comes to Senate Democrats and the federal budget. Where in the world is it? Where is the budget?
I ask unanimous consent that the Senate proceed to the consideration of calendar number 33, H-Con Res 25, that the amendment, which is at the desk, the text of S-Con Res 8, the budget resolution passed by the Senate.
Is there objection to the request?
Reserving the right to object.
Is there objection to the original request?
I object.
I ask unanimous consent that the Senate proceed to consideration of calendar number 33, H.
Is there objection?
I object.
Objection is heard.
I ask unanimous consent the Senate proceed to the consideration of calendar number 33.
Is there objection?
Reserving the right to object, I would ask consent that the senator modify her.
I would ask unanimous consent the Senate.
Reserving the right to object, I would ask.
The Republican leader.
Object.
Objection is
Madam
heard.
President, I ask unanimous consent.
Is there objection to the original request?
Object.
Objection is heard.
So, Rob, here's the situation. That you can't see that on your screen, but that was back in May. These people are trying to bring this budget resolution to the floor. Now you've got Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell going, I object, I object, I object, when this whole shutdown is about a budget resolution.
You're right. Although you got to say it's not just producing a budget. I mean, I think it's damning the Democrats with some pretty faint praise when you congratulate them for bringing a budget resolution for the first time in 4 years.
I'm not congratulating them. I'm just saying, hey, well, I don't think we can solely say, hey, it's President Obama's fault or the Democrats. You've got to look at, here's a chance to bring a budget to the floor, go to conference, work it out, and you've got all Mitch McConnell going, I object, I object, I object. Clearly, that's not opening the door to get this thing settled.
Listen, if you want me to say that Washington, D.C. is gridlocked right now, you're right. I would argue that this is the Washington, D.C. that Americans voted for. They elected President Obama and Democrats in 2008. They passed Obamacare. In response to that and some other things, they elected a House majority in 2010. And then they turned around and they reelected Democrats to a majority in the Senate and President Obama to the White House in 2012. This divisiveness is exactly what Americans voted for. But in terms of a continuing resolution that would have kept the doors open on the federal government right now, irregardless of what may be happening with the budget, we could have passed a continuing resolution, delayed Obamacare, kept the doors of the government open right now. But President Obama said he wouldn't negotiate with House Republicans.
Well, again, I think you got to at least have the conversation about the budget. You and I've talked about this a lot. Stay with us when we come back. Great story out of D.C. about World War II vets. We can relate here in North Dakota. As always, be sure and join our conversation. Go to the website 630pov.com. We'll be right back with more of Rob Port.
Thank you for calling Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. I'm glad I was able to help you today. Hi, my name is Jonathan Lawson, and I'm a customer service representative for Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. Insurance can sometimes be difficult to understand, but here at Colonial Penn, we make it simple. Alex Trebek has been representing Colonial Penn for over 10 years and is here to tell you how we do it.
Thanks, Jonathan. I'm happy to be here with these knowledgeable Colonial Penn representatives. I know that customer service is a priority for them. I've been representing Colonial Penn for over 10 years, talking about their guaranteed acceptance life insurance. If you're 50 to 85, write down the toll-free number on your screen and call for free information. With this insurance, there's no medical exam, no health questions either. Guaranteed. You cannot be turned down because of your health. And especially important in this economy, Colonial Penn guarantees that your rate will never go up and your benefit will never go down due to age. It costs less than 35 cents a day. That's less than the cost of a daily newspaper. Did you know that the average cost of a funeral is over $7,300 now? Don't leave the burden of medical bills or other final expenses for your loved ones. You know how difficult it can be to find good customer service these days. At Colonial Penn, it's their #1 priority. Call them now. You'll be glad you did.
At Colonial Penn, we've been serving our customers for over 50 years, and we have over 500,000 life insurance policies in force that help cover funeral costs, medical bills, credit card balances, or other final expenses. We're committed to our customers. We make insurance simple.
Let Colonial Penn make insurance simple for you. Call 1-800-305-3826 for free information and a free gift. That number again is 1-800-305-3826 or visit us at colonialpenn.com. Call 1-800-305-3826 now.
Welcome back to 630 Point of View, the first